Hey, what's going on, Aquarius? How are you? Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. You guys already know how much I really do appreciate y'all's time and y'all's energy. Thanks so much for coming back. And if you're here for the first time, I just welcome you. Um, so let's go ahead and just get right into it. This is going to be your May 1st through 15th, or the first half of May, general information for 2019. I didn't do one for April, and I do apologize because I was out traveling for a lot of April. So I hope that the love reading was able to hold you guys over. If not, again, this will be your general messages for the first half of May of 2019. Okay? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If the messages don't resonate, then you guys already know. Don't force it, all right? Just watch your Moon and Rising sign. Okay? So let's give these a couple of more shuffles, and we'll take a look at your lunar energy, or your astrological energy coming through the first half of May, okay? All right. All right, so you guys got two. Oh, three. Okay. Well then. The first card here is the seventh house, partners, okay? So there's maybe some sort of partnership or some sort of relationship that you're working on during this first half of May, whether that is romantic, familial, or, professional or platonic, right? There's something here, someone or something that, is some sort of mature relationship that you are working on. And when I mean mature, I mean it's where you have been a part of each other's lives for a considerable amount of time. The 10th house here, the world, card number 34. Okay, so maybe there's some sort of ending that's happening here in some sort of relationship. Maybe there's like some sort of falling out with friendship, or some sort of just some sort of something where something is coming to a head in this relationship here. The next card that we have is the Truth card, Saturn, which is card number 6. Okay, so yeah, this all could be about some sort of truth that has come out here. This could something. I feel like something is definitely coming out, or it's coming to a head, and it's gonna kind of force you to really look at the people that are closest to you, around you, and just evaluate either their sincerity or their quality. Okay, but let's pull some tarot. And again, I mean, this could be in any way, right? This could be whether this is like a romantic partnership, which I hope not for a lot of you. Well, for everyone, I hope not. But this is either where it's some sort of romantic partnership, or again, your platonic friends, your professional friends. I mean, it's really, really broad and really wide, being that this is general. Okay, but there's something coming to a head, or something coming to an end, or some sort of cycle being completed here. And it's all kind of revolving around something that has come out or come to the light. All right, let's go ahead and get our cards. And thanks for being patient. Well, all right, so the central energy that we have is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, Aquarius, this could be, well, this definitely, I feel like this energy is really coming from you. It's a really open energy. This is where, like, there's just been a lot of generosity. there's been a lot of, and on your behalf, right? Like there's been a lot of generosity that you've been giving. There's a lot of openness that you've been giving. And at the same time, is I don't really feel like you've been worried about receiving or any reciprocity when it comes to that. I just really feel like there's some sort of foundation that you stand on, that you've been able to support yourself and maybe someone else or others or whoever needed it from you. Okay. Now, I just really feel like this is just for a lot of you, whoever this resonates to you, I just really feel like this is just really just the energy that, that you have. People kind of look to you, not to say like to use you or for support or anything like that, or as a crutch, but it's just like, I just really feel like there's this availability that you have, should anyone need that cushion, right? Our past energy here, let's take a look. Our past energy here is the Ten of Cups. Okay, so with this Ten of Cups here, I really feel like maybe for a lot of you, there's kind of like been, okay, Spirit. Okay, so I really feel like for some of you, there's been like this haziness that you've been kind of living in a way, For some of you, it's where you've been so available to be of help, that that things just really kind of seem perfect. Maybe a little bit too good to be true. Maybe you may have questioned that, I do feel, but for the most part, I really feel like things have been pretty perfect, leading up to now. Okay. Maybe that truth that's about to come out is what's changing everything, or about to change everything here. Because again, we got this clock here. We got this, the world, which is the end. So I don't know. Things may have been looking really, really good, up until now, or up until a certain point in the first part of May, if anybody is experiencing that now. But I really feel like it is, well, let's just pull more cards. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. Oh, yes. Right now, again, oh my God. Yes. Right now, Aquarius, there's a truth. There's a truth that is about to be spoken. Or maybe there's a truth that has been spoken already. Okay, for some of you, this might be something that you've already experienced. Okay. And so, now with this truth being spoken, I feel like this really, like, oh my God, look at it. It's right under, the Ace of Swords is right under the Ten of Cups, just stabbing it like, I'm just going to go ahead and just cut that fantasy right up the middle, right? It just ended. Some sort of truth came out that just abruptly ended the fantasy that you were living in. And not to say that you were living in a fantasy, but, sometimes in our relationships with people or places or corporations, we just kind of see the things that we want to see. And, not to say that it's a fairy tale, because it's really real. Okay. But again, there's just certain things that you kind of maybe overlook. And, because it's like, what, I got to make this work. This is really perfect here, but at the same time, something is happening that's changing that all up. Some sort of truth is going to put an end to it, or is going to make you take a look at that particular friend or friends and say, we gotta figure something out here. Okay. Possible energies, possible future energies here is the Princess of Pentacles. Okay. So with this Princess of Pentacles here, I just really feel like for the way things could look in the future. Excuse me. That was my lunch. Sorry. The way things could possibly look in the future. I mean, there is like this hope for a bright future. But I do feel as though it kind of sets you in your friendship maybe back a little bit. Maybe here, like with the Queen of Pentacles, it's like, you trusted them with so much, you know, but then now, after everything is, laid out on the table, it's like, okay, now it's like you're kind of having to start that over a little bit, from the Queen to the Princess, or basically from the Queen to like the Page, where this sunlight would be you going back to, the Queen or King status here. That's what I feel. Or basically is representative of the friendship itself. The friendship was abundant, there was give and take, and then now it's kind of been set back a little bit because, there's been some sort of like betrayal maybe, or some sort of, trust that just hasn't necessarily been healed yet. Now, that's why the Seven of Pentacles, or the seventh house card comes out, because this is saying that this is going to be the time where you're going to be working through it. Okay, you are going to be working through it. It may not be the end yet. Okay, circumstances may say, okay, well, you know what, this is happening, this is the end of our friendship. But I really feel like during this first half of May will be, for some of you, is where you're going to be really taking the time to look at what happened within the dynamics of this partnership, and however the partnership relates to you. And that's where you're going to be working on and deciding, with the Princess of Pentacles, it's almost like new territory in a way for the both of you, where that sunlight again is achieving where the friendship once was. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the heart of the matter. Oh, and look at that, the King of Wands. Okay. So the King of Wands, this is where you're looking at the situation. I really feel like this is representative of you, Aquarius. This is really where you're kind of looking at the situation. You really are, the ball is really in your court here now, especially after things have really, after things have really come out and things have really, started to change within your friendships. This is where you are having the, the power here. Okay. And you're looking at this like, okay, I have this option and I have this option, or I know exactly what it is that I need to do. And I'm going to go ahead and go for it and do that during this time. I really feel like this is what you want to do. This is the time that you want to be able to clear things up, or maybe hash things out, whether that's work on the relationship or put it to an end finally. And if it's not you, it's representative of the other person, where this is the time where they're going to be coming to you saying, okay, listen, you know what? I know that this happened and, they want to correct it. Okay. Or this may be where, you or someone else outside of you is coming to you with that actual truth that's going to just really make you look at it like, oh. So the current environment at this moment is the Four of Wands. Okay, so this is what makes me think that, I don't know, this is what makes me think that things for some of you really haven't occurred yet, because we have the Four of Wands here in line with the Ten of Cups, with the Queen of Pentacles in the middle. So right now, definitely, I feel like things are kind of stable, or at least things look stable on the outside, right? Again, with that Ace of Swords, though, there's something brewing. That Ace of Swords and that Saturn Truth card, there's some sort of information or something that's about to pop up and, kind of shake things up a little bit, or if not shake things up, at least makes you kind of look at them or look at y'all's relationship that you have with one another in a different light. Hopes and fears is the, oh boy, the Five of, the Hierophant. I was about to say the Five of Hierophants. Well, anyway, so the Hierophant card here, it is a 5. So it's definitely where there is some sort, this is like a defining moment here. And this is the reason I really feel like this is what's kind of This is at this point is where you're going to be a little bit like, okay, you know what? Okay, you know, this is a really big thing. Am I going to like continue to stay committed to this friendship or to this partnership or to this professional relationship that I have, or, you know, or what, you know? And I really feel like you want to, you really do want to, but you also know that, you know, remaining committed would mean remaining committed. But for the most part, I really feel like these are all very stable cards. These are all very stable cards. The only thing is that there's just something that is going to come out that's going to really like say, okay, you know what? You're gonna, okay. So I see what it is. This 10, this, not 10, this 10th house energy. This 10th house energy is where you're honestly, I feel like it's not an ending. It's not an ending. It's definitely more so of a new discovery. Yeah, there's a new discovery here within this relationship. I mean, some of you may be dealing with the ending of a friendship, but others of you, now that I can see that other side, and thank you, Spirit, for that. This is for some of you. This is where it's like a new discovery, or like maybe a new revolution, or maybe you're coming full circle and you're about to start maybe some sort of new evolutionary cycle with this person, which does include being more, you know, committed. And committed can mean different things: emotionally committed, financially committed, or just, you know, some sort of stable base, right? So, but are you afraid of that? Even though that's what you want, are you afraid of that? Or do you just kind of see it like, you know, I really, really hope that that is what's going to happen. Or I really, really hope that this person is telling the truth. Or I really, really hope that this person is being truthful. Okay, the outcome here is the High Priestess. Oh, so intuition is definitely, you're definitely in tune with your intuition. Again, this High Priestess could be indicative of any like secrets that may just, again, be unknown to you. But I feel like at this point, it's like, okay, are you keeping anything, Aquarius? Or do you, or is it where you feel like other people are keeping something from you? Again, this is about dealing with information, and we have information here with the Ace of Swords. So there's some sort of information that you are about to come into the knowledge about with this Truth card. Whether it is, I feel like it's like, oh shit. I feel like it's like for some of you, there was something that came out. There was something that came out and it just kind of like made you look at things differently. But then it's like there may be another wave of something coming out. Now, it may not be bad. I hope it's not bad. It is lined up here with the Ten of Cups. So I do feel like, you know, maybe there is something that you just didn't know. Maybe that was a reason why. Maybe that was a reason why maybe something was a little bit untruthful or not as forthcoming as you would hope it to be. But you are going to have to use your intuition with that, with the High Priestess card being there. So let's see what the card under the deck was. Oh, the Devil card. Oh, Aquarius. So, all right. So, dang. Where's all of this coming from? All of this is coming from a very... Okay. So all of this is happening, and I think, Aquarius, you're having to still deal with like other issues internally within yourself that is really hard to break away from. For some of you, that might be drugs, sex, alcohol, or it could just be an addiction to this. You know, you're just too invested in something, and it's really hard for you to really, again, see any truth in the matter. Now, that's for some of you. Okay, now don't be, oh God, please don't hate me. But this is just the general message here. And again, this doesn't have to be about any sort of romantic partner, okay? That's not what seventh house energy is about. It's about that a little bit, but it can also be just about any type of relationship that you have had that is long-standing. So, you know, like I said, family relationships, professional relationships that you have with people at work, platonic relationships that you have with, like, you know, your best friends, you know, things like that. I really feel like there's, you know, and this may not even be like really about you, even Aquarius, like with this devil card here, this is really saying like, I just really feel like there's just some dark energy that is just, it's hovering, and you are going to have to deal with it at some point. But it's not, that devil card, I really feel like it's not even about a truth or a lie. It's just about, I don't know, it's just something that's just, you just aren't able to break free from in some sort of way. No, we're not even able to break free, because you are able to break free, but there's just something that, you know, you choose to keep coming back to. Maybe some sort of quality about this particular relationship, or maybe there's just some sort of, you know, something going on again internally that, you know, you're having to struggle with externally here, of what's going on here in the first part of May. So Spirit, can I get 2 cards, please, for clarification? One card here is the Ace of Pentacles. Nice. So we got 2 aces on the board. Okay, and our next card here is the Empress. Okay. Wow. Okay, well, thank you, Spirit. We definitely needed this positive energy. So, yeah. So, again, as I was saying, I just really feel like this kind of piggybacks on for more strongly for those of you who are dealing with, you know, like say said friendship where, you know, maybe you're experiencing new things within that friendship. Okay, maybe you're both awakening to different truths about yourselves within this friendship. Honestly, I really feel like this could lead to more than just a friendship here. You know, maybe there's like a longtime friend that you've been dealing with, and you know, you already know that they are stable here with this Ace of Pentacles. They have something to offer you. There's something nurturing about them. You know, something that really allows you to really be yourself and grow. And again, this person could be, like I said, definitely the same person that you're dealing with here. So again, whether that's, you know, however you look at that person, this may be where there's some sort of proposition. Maybe you guys are like, you know, taking things from a more platonic status to a more romantic status, or maybe, you know, you're taking things from, you know, a more business to more pleasure, right? Now, more specifically, I really feel like some of you guys could be dealing with your future baby mama or your future baby daddy, you know, but only because you don't have kids yet, right? But you guys have been together for a minute, or you've been knowing each other for a minute, and you guys probably just never even looked at each other that way before. But that's just for some of you. Others of you, again, it's just, you know, you guys are just taking, you know, just the next step. I mean, the Ten of Cups is there for a reason. Maybe there was just something that you found out that you didn't necessarily like. And it's just like, I have a choice to make here. Do I want to get rid of them just and start all over again just because I don't like that about them? Just because I didn't envision my friend to be like that? But ultimately, I think a lot of you guys want to stay committed, but you know, your intuition is going to lead you there. And you know what? The Devil card there is, I think it's like maybe whatever you've discovered about this person or persons, maybe it's a trigger for you. Okay, that Devil card, maybe it's a trigger. Okay, and maybe that Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles is there because, you know, you've had, you know, you're placed in that person's life for a reason, to be able to kind of help, I won't say pull them out of that dark place, but at least be someone that they could, you know, relate to. Okay, and look up to, you know, but it does revolve around something that you don't know about them. Ooh, y'all's reading so long. So maybe, I don't know, maybe a friend is going to come to you and say, you know, listen, I've been really dealing with some sort of issue. And, you know, I know that maybe you kind of dealt with that before. Do you have any advice for me? And I think that you're going to be able to offer that advice and be able to really nurture and nurture this friendship. Okay, so Our advice card that we have here is the Wyvern. Your secrets are safe. Yeah, so I'm glad that this reading really actually turned out pretty positive, because I was like, I don't know, Aquarius, like y'all got secrets and lies about to be exposed and stuff. But it's really not about that. I really feel like what it is about you and whoever you're dealing with in any capacity. There is y'all's relationship as it is now, not in general, not in total, but your relationship as it stands now is getting ready to evolve. Okay? But the only way it will evolve is there needs to be certain things that come to the light. And I really think that what it is where someone is definitely going to be, saying, I want us to step it up. I want us to be more committed here, But Aquarius, are you going to choose to nurture that? Can you trust enough to nurture that? Your secrets are safe. This person is someone that you can confide in. They can confide in you. So whatever truth that you need to say, or whatever truth that they want to tell you, they know that you're their safe place to do that. So it's a good reading. Good reading. I'm going to go ahead and let it go there, Aquarius. But let me know how it all works out for you guys in the comment box below. Thanks so much again for your likes and your comments. And your subscribes, of course. If you haven't subscribed already, I do invite you to, okay? You can book a personal reading with me. Just email me. All the information will be below in the description box. All right. Thanks so much, Aquarius. You guys, I'll see you guys later on in May.